EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up!
They'll run here with a rookie. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time, time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Down to the 42, second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Daniel's going to try to sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Daniel's going to try to sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Jaden Daniels scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Commanders 7, Lions nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at the 20. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
17, 20, Tiger.
To throw is gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
From the gun, here's Goff. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Right there, hurt.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the sticks, sets up a first and goal.
Get it, ready.
Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready.
Krosky-Merritt is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14 to 7.
14, Lions 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, look at the juke. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
60 Eagles, 60
A first carry for Rashad White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Down to the sideline, pulled in by McCaffrey. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A give now to Bill. This is Krosky-Merritt. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 8. Ready.
Back to Krosky-Merritt on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Get it.
Now Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
For the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Second down and a yard. Now gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. A gain of 15. First down.
20.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Hold on.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Quick toss by Goff is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
60, Cup 19, Cup 19.
To the air goes Daniels. Toward the sideline, he will have the first. first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw is Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18.
On the go.
Washington, first down. First and 10
At the 60. At the 60.
Give to Krosky Merritt. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Daniels going to keep it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Isaac to Slaw. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
A run inside. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Loss of 2 yards.
Bobcat, check, Bob. Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Maverick, 60.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington! Chigakakro, 48 yards. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Here we go.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Got his man. It's Williams. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Lane. Breaks a tackle. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Washington, first down.
Look at that team. Hey, check that. Street. Tag. 70 Lions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bronco leading. Check. Hurt.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 65, 18, 5, 19 Lions.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Goff now to throw. open man. That's too strong.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
The 48-yard line.
To throw is gone. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Goff and his guys now coming off the field. They're going for this. They get this out quickly to the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Looking to put a drive together. And they go play action. Daniels. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Roll.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Cowboy 18, 60 Maverick.
Now Daniels. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That is intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
First down, Detroit.
Now it's gone.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that